In a world that's dominated by American stars, the film industry is a notoriously challenging place for a Brit to get noticed. This is especially true for British actresses, who not only have to overcome issues of national identity, but also gender. Their male counterparts have historically had a much easier time making names for themselves in cinema. That being said, with their talent, beauty, and charisma, the British actresses we're about to discuss have managed to cement themselves as some of the all-time greats. Their performances have not only garnered widespread critical acclaim, but they're also among some of the most memorable and iconic. Stay tuned as we present the hottest British actresses that attract eyes from all over. Vivien Leigh. Vivien Leigh was one of the most commanding forces of the classic era of Hollywood. Throughout her career, she portrayed some of the most influential and memorable characters in cinema history. Her career spanned more than 30 years. Even so, she often felt stagnated by her irresistible charm and beauty. Leigh was frequently given roles solely based on her physical attributes. Especially early on in her career, pretty much every time she appeared on screen, she was there as eye candy. In time, however, thanks to her talent as a more than capable dramatic performer, Leigh managed to become one of the greatest British actresses of her time. Her stagnation on screen led to her developing a prolific theater career. In that arena, she delivered some truly outstanding performances in George Bernard Shaw and Noel Coward comedies, while also portraying classic Shakespearean characters like Cleopatra, Lady Macbeth, Ophelia, and Juliet with sheer brilliance. She did have a number of long periods of inactivity throughout her career, and her life was tragically cut short in 1967 when she passed away from tuberculosis at age 53. But thanks to her roles in films such as Gone with the Wind and A Streetcar Named Desire, she'll be forever remembered as one of the most defining British actresses of the mid-20th century. Juno Temple. Born July 21, 1989, this British actress has appeared in films such as Notes on a Scandal, The Other Boleyn Girl, Maleficent, and Unsane. She's also starred in TV series like Vinyl and Ted Lasso. In 2013, she was honored with the BAFTA Rising Star Award. She's also been nominated for 2 Primetime Emmys and 3 Screen Actors Guild Awards. The 33-year-old actress was born in the Hammersmith area of London to parents Amanda Peary and Julian Temple, both of whom have thriving careers behind the camera as well. She began her career as a child actress in the 1997 movie Vigo: Passion of Life. For the next 2.5 decades, she's appeared in dozens of films and another 9 TV series. Recently, it's been announced she'll be playing the character Dot in the 5th season of Fargo. Elizabeth Taylor. Elizabeth Taylor was a star in every sense of the word. Throughout her Hollywood career, which she began as a child actress in the early 40s, Taylor was seen as one of the most popular stars of her day. Not only was she one of the most sought-after stars of the classical Hollywood era, but she also went on to become the highest-paid movie star in the world in the 1960s. For the remainder of her life, she remained a highly influential public figure who was synonymous with class and glamour. Taylor was born in London in 1932 to stoically prominent American parents. She moved with her family to LA in 1939 and made her acting debut in 1942's There's One Born Every Minute. She went on to appear in at least 44 films, including Cleopatra, Little Women, National Velvet, Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf, and Father of the Bride. Being one of the most bankable stars in show business, Taylor defined the world of Hollywood. Her personal life often drew a great deal of media attention and public disapproval, but it never overshadowed her talent and screen presence. After almost 7 decades in the spotlight, Taylor died of congestive heart failure at age 79 in 2011. Kate Beckinsale. This actress is what some call a triple threat. Not only is she a sex symbol, but she's also an Oxford graduate and certifiable badass, given her roles in so many action flicks. Beckinsale's big breakout role was in the blockbuster film Pearl Harbor. She followed that up with performances in the Underworld films and The Aviator. More recently, she had a starring role in the TV series Guilty Party, and in 2021, she appeared in the film Prisoner's Daughter. Julie Christie. Christie was born on a tea plantation in India in 1940. Her parents separated when she was a child, and after the divorce, she went to live with her mother in Wales. After studying at the Central School of Speech and Drama, Christie made her professional stage debut in 1957. Some of her first screen roles were on British TV shows, such as the BBC serial A for Andromeda, premiering in 1961. Christie eventually became an icon of the swinging 60s. She was, and still is, a gorgeous woman who's equally talented. Throughout her career, she's won countless awards, including an Academy Award, Golden Globe, BAFTA Award, and Screen Actors Guild Award. Her big breakthrough role was in the 1963 film Billy Liar. She went on to appear in critically acclaimed films like Dr. Zhivago, Fahrenheit 451, Petulia, Shampoo, and Heaven Can't Wait. In her later years, she continued to act, appearing in indie films like Afterglow and Away From Her. While retired from acting, the 82-year-old actress remains vocal for various causes, including animal rights, the anti-nuclear power movement, and environmental protection initiatives. Audrey Hepburn. Audrey Hepburn was a multifaceted actress, dancer, and humanitarian whose name came to define the world of cinema in the 50s and 60s. She had a turbulent childhood, but managed to hone her acting chops with several early performances in theater. She also received a ballet scholarship with the prestigious Rambert Dance Company and did some modeling before venturing out into the world of cinema. Hepburn rose to stardom after appearing in the 1953 romantic comedy Roman Holiday. For that performance, she became the first actress to win an Oscar, Golden Globe, and BAFTA award for a single role. She went on to star in numerous successful films like Sabrina, Breakfast at Tiffany's, My Fair Lady, and Wait Until Dark. She then largely retired from acting in films, although she appeared alongside Sean Connery in 1967's Robin and Marian. Her last screen appearance was in the 1990 documentary TV series Gardens of the World. As both a film and fashion icon, Hepburn has been ranked by the American Film Institute as the third greatest female screen legend of the classical age of Hollywood cinema. For her humanitarian work with UNICEF, Hepburn received the U.S. Presidential Medal of Freedom in 1992. A month later, she passed away, succumbing to appendiceal cancer at age 63. Jane Seymour. This British actress has always been beautiful, but even at age 71, she still turns heads. She made her screen debut uncredited in the 1969 musical comedy Oh, What a Lovely War. She rapidly transitioned to leading roles in movies and TV, including a memorable turn in the series The Onedin Line, airing from 1972 to 73. Also in 73, she played the psychic Bond girl Solitaire in the 007 flick Live and Let Die. Seymour achieved critical acclaim with performances in films like Captains and the Kings, East of Eden, and The Woman He Loved. In 1988, she appeared in the miniseries War and Remembrance. In 1993, she was cast in the lead role of Dr. Michaela Quinn on the hit series Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman. The show aired for 6 seasons and resulted in Seymour taking home a Golden Globe in addition to 2 Emmy nods and 3 other Academy Award nominations. Most recently, she's appeared in films like Little Italy and Friendsgiving. Helen Mirren. For a long time, Helen Mirren was one of the most prominent sex symbols in the world. Her appeal can be seen in films like Excalibur and Age of Consent. Over the years, Mirren has aged gracefully while racking up countless accolades. She's the only performer to have achieved the so-called Triple Crown of acting in both the UK and the US. So that means she's won an Academy Award, an Emmy, and a Tony, as well as a BAFTA Film Award, BAFTA TV Award, and the Laurence Olivier Award. And for many of those prestigious honors, she's won more than once. Mirren is best known for her roles in offerings like The Queen, Red, and Hitchcock. In 2003, the late Queen Elizabeth made her a dame for her work in the performing arts. In 2021, it was announced she was the recipient of the Screen Actors Guild Lifetime Achievement Award. Now it's time to hear from you. Which British actress do you think is the greatest of all time? And did we miss one of your favorites? Let us know in the comments section below.